Hi guys, welcome back. Firstly, I want to apologise for the noise because I live out of, it's not really a busy road, but there's a lot of traffic and there's 12 of us living in the house. One of them walked in right now. This is Roman.
How are we doing?
So yeah, there's 12 of us living in a house and there'll be a lot of noise. I've got my mic plugged in, but I don't know what that's going to do, so we'll try. With the advanced driving course, we had 5 vans between all 12 of us because three people in every group have to drive, and there's 4 people in a group. So we had 3 guys that weren't driving that would just hang around in the back of whatever van they decided, and then everyone else would take turns doing the manoeuvres that we had to do. So we went to this army base, which is why I don't have any footage of it because we weren't allowed to take any videos or photos. So we drove up there, we had a briefing. So we started our manoeuvres by just weaving in and out of cones, which was pretty easy. So we did that a couple of times, switched drivers, there was 2 drivers to a van, and we reversed all the way back around the track and then back through the cones, which was all well and good until 2 of our vans started smoking. Thankfully, it was nothing that we had done, it was just the clutch had been overworked. So yeah, we had to stop for maybe about 40 minutes and we had lunch in that time. Yeah, so we did normal emergency stops in the van, and as soon as the driver's shoulders got past the cones, we had to slam on the clutch and the brake. And we did this and built up speed, so we did like 30 miles.
Kilometers.
No. So we did like 30 kilometers, 40 kilometers, so on and so on. And once we'd all done that and switched drivers, we then went and did the same thing on a wet surface. So the next thing we did was aquaplaning. So it's this patch of road that had been, I think, painted over or just something. It was just really, really smooth white surface, which was then covered in water. So we had to learn, we just got used to the braking distances if we were to brake in snow or in wet conditions or anything like that. So again, we started off 20, 30, 40, and some of us did 50, including me. And it was weird to feel like how fast we skidded after braking still, but it was good because then we figured out how we could control the car and when we needed to brake, that sort of thing. And then the instructor added cones into the mix. So the cones were labelled as either children or dogs. And we had to, as soon as we got past the yellow cones again, we had to slam the brakes on and swerve around the cone, swerve before we got to the cones and then swerve back around. So I did hit some cones. So there would have been some child fatalities if that had been a child. But that whole point of the exercise was to see how fast we could go and swerve without hitting the car, without hitting the child, because she said that no matter how good of a driver you are, if you hit a certain speed, the van just won't be able to do it. So we'd do it, and if we hit a cone, we'd have to do the exact same speed again, and if we hit the cone again, because she was watching our driving, then it wasn't us, it was the van, we can't go any faster. I got up to 45 kilometres. I probably said miles in the last time, I don't know. Roman tried to correct me, but who knows. I think Will got to 50, but I could be wrong. And then again, we had to do that on the dry surface. And I think we got to about 70, 80 kilometres of swerving. This time a child wasn't hit, not by me anyway, I don't think. So yeah, that was fine. But overall, it was just an awesome experience. I feel so much more confident in the van now compared to when I first started. We've been driving to and from rehearsals, and me and Will did drive to and from the cinema in Dortmund, which is about a 40-minute drive. However, that was quite an interesting drive, but not for this video. But after this course, it's been fine. I feel so much more confident in the van and in the braking systems and how it works and how I can control it. So yeah, it's gonna be exciting because obviously we're gonna be driving to many different places in many different seasons and we won't know where we're going. So it's good to know that we know our vehicle well. So yeah, that was all for this video. I just wanted to fill you all in and let you all know I'm still alive and going. I don't know if I mentioned this in an earlier video, but these videos are more just kind of for friends and family that are keeping up with what's going on. There might not really be any interest to randomers because it's just because. If you do find it interesting, feel free to watch. But yeah, So I will probably have another video out before I do my rehearsal one, because I really want to show you a tour of the house. Like, it's a pretty big house because, like I said, there's 12 of us living here, so it has to be. But I need to talk to everyone in my wave and just make sure everyone's cool with me filming. If people don't want me in their rooms, I'm obviously not going to go in their rooms. But yeah, so stay tuned, keep an eye out. Bye!